What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel. We're back with some more wheel spin drift builds. In today's video, of course, if you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy the content, please subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And like I said in previous videos, if you guys don't enjoy the content here after you subscribe, you can simply unsubscribe and leave the channel forever, or maybe come back and resubscribe again later on. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Wheel spin drift build. Original creator, I think, is the Slap Train. This is who I pretty much copied his idea. I didn't copy his idea. People in my comments have recommended that I should try this idea out, and I sort of took it over. I mean, I think he still does it on his channel, but yeah, it's pretty much his idea. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to my video now and do this. So, wheel spin drift build. The way this works is I spin the wheel, and I try to get a car. Whatever car I get, it's completely random, obviously. Whatever car I get, I have to turn that into a drift build. Now, if I've gotten the car before, I gotta try to spin again. I honestly don't remember all the cars that I've had in previous wheel spin videos. So, it's gonna be a little odd when I get a car and it's gonna be like, oh, I don't know if I've done it or not. But I'm gonna try my best to go into the super wheel spins because there's a lot weirder and rarer cars in the super wheel spins. So that's what I'm gonna use here. And the budget for my build, I'm going to use out of the super wheel spins as well. So, if I get a car, the furthest to the left is going to be the car. However, oh, we got a limo. I mean, I've already done a drift build on a limo, so I'm going to guess the Porsche 959. We could do a drift build on that. I've already done a video on the Cadillac limo, so if you want to see that, it's somewhere on the channel, but I don't really know if I want to do another one on the limo. I do, however, want to try a drift in 959. I feel like that'd be very interesting. Because the thing is now, basically the car that's furthest to the left, I should turn into a drift build. But since I've already done the limo, the car furthest to the left is a 959. But I won't have a budget now for it, so I'm going to have to spin again. Or I could use the budget from this spin, which I don't know what it's going to be. So it's like 20,000 plus whatever I sell the limo for. So let's collect the prize. So it's 20,000 plus 24,000. So that's 44,250. 44,250. Let me just put that in my calculator just so I don't forget, because I know I probably will. 44,250. Okay, so watch this, right? I already have a 959, but if let's say it was gonna be on the limo, what would my budget be? Because it's gonna be the budget of me selling the 959. So if I sell this now, the 959 is 200 grand. So my budget for the limo would have been 200 grand. So I've already done a build like that before. So we'll use the 959 and we'll use the 44 grand that we have. So let's use the 959 and then turn this thing into a drift car. I'll drive a stock. Actually, I was just going to change it, but let's drive a stock. We'll see what it's like. The thing was with some of the previous episodes is that I was using the car stock to go downhill and let's see how many points I can get with it. And then after that, I'd use the amount of points as my budget for the build. But I think I'd be getting a lot more points now with this car than some other ones, because it's got a stupid amount of power. It's a really, really good car to drive. I know it is, even completely stock. It's absolutely sick to drive. But I think once modified, it's gonna be insane. I don't know with 44 grand if it's going to be insane, but I do, however, want to drive a stock. This thing was peak technology back in the day when this came out. Ferrari had their F40, which was just a lightweight, pretty much lightweight race car for the road. And then this thing, oh my god, this car absolutely demolished the Ferrari F40. I'm pretty sure in every aspect, it was faster in a straight line. I'm pretty sure it was faster at accelerating. It was just a better car overall, I think. If I remember correctly. I mean, the Ferrari F40 was just a pure, stripped out race car. This has, like, comfort. It had proper seats. It had a proper interior. So there you go. As you can see, I'm definitely able to get more points with this thing than 44,000, but I think 44,000 would be a good amount for a somewhat budget build. Because like if I do this, I'll get like 200,000 points with ease. So doing a build with 200,000 points, I feel like it's gonna be a bit too easy. It is struggling a little bit to spin those rear wheels in third, unless I'm driving a bit faster. But Yeah, it's quick, but it's not like blisteringly fast. But back in the day, this was. Plus, also we're in a video game, so I mean, cars in video games are usually slower, or they feel slower. They don't really feel the speed that they're supposed to be. Like, I bet this car driving it nowadays is probably very quick as well. And because the weird technology back in the day, the suspension on this thing was soft. If you ever watch any videos of the 959, you see that thing like pitch forward and backwards so much. Like, the suspension was so soft in these cars. And it's mad. It's just the way it was back in the day. But this is pretty much the predecessor to the But this is pretty much the predecessor to the 918 and the Carrera GT. This is the hypercar of back in the day. So that's kind of sick. Anyway, let's take it over to the festival and modify this thing using our budget and see how well we can get this thing to slide. See how good this thing is actually going to be. So 44 grand to spend. I don't really want to change my engine. I mean, if we engine swap this thing, it's going to use up most of our money anyway. I could literally put the 918 engine in it, which is kind of sick. I could put the new 4-liter flat 6 in it as well, which is kind of sick as well. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to engine swap this thing. I'm going to keep it the way it is. This is also all-wheel drive, so I may change it to a rear-wheel drive. It should be a little bit more interesting to drive then. It's going to be rear engine, rear-wheel drive. I mean, Porsches with rear engine, rear-wheel drive are usually kind of sick anyway to drive. Obviously, we have drift suspension for this thing. And I'll get it to be really light. It's already really light as it is, but now if we do that, it's even lighter. So we only used 4,400 of our credits at the moment, so that's kind of good. What's our I can't speak. What's our rear wheel drive conversion? Cost 10 grand. Is it worth the 10 grand, or I keep this as an all-wheel drive build? Technically, if I keep it as an all-wheel drive, I can still put a diff in it. And I could change so most of the power goes to the rear wheels anyway. Let's do that. Let's do that instead. So I'll put a diff in it. It's cheaper. And I guess we can work on our car a little bit more. I will, however, put a fully customizable transmission as well, just so we can mess around with those gears a little bit. Light and flywheel. Useful, not useful. Maybe. Oh, that's a clutch, not a flywheel. Racing clutch. Maybe. It'll change gears fast. I mean, right now it's not really slow anyway. But I don't really know if it's useful for us. I will, however, do a light and flywheel on this thing, because that helps it rev a little bit easier, a little bit faster. So pretty much everything else, I'm just gonna purchase race spec of everything here, because I think I'll be able to afford it, no problem here. I think the turbos are gonna be the most expensive, right? Yeah, 5,400. That'll put us at 40,000. With this, I'm at 800 horsepower. We're at 42,250. Wait, what was our thing? Was it 44,250? Yeah, 44,250. I haven't touched the wheels either. So we can probably change our... I mean, if we do street tires right now, if we literally just change this thing to street tires, it's done. We're pretty much done here. Let's do that. 44,250, the perfect budget. Okay. We'll see what it's like. It's got... almost double the horsepower. It's got about 800 horsepower now, but it weighs a lot less as well. Lateral G's went up as well, and obviously our class of car went up as well. Yeah, the reason why I didn't really care much for the tires is because this thing is pretty much all-wheel drive, so it's going to have a lot of grip anyway. I'm going to leave the gear ratios as they are for the moment. I might leave everything else the way it is at the moment. I'm just going to lock the diff. So we'll do 100% on the acceleration there, 100% here, 100% here, and I will bring the torque distribution mostly to the rear. We'll keep it at 20-80 split at the moment, and I'll change that accordingly if we need to do anything there. So I'm just going to drive it like this really quick and see what it's like. I'll probably bring it uphill, and then when we come downhill, I'll change the tilt slightly. Maybe add more camber or less camber or whatever it is that we need to do. Okay, the clutch is definitely noticeable that I didn't buy it. It does take a sec to change gear. Okay, I thought this thing was not going to have grip, but it actually does. Like I said, it is all-wheel drive, so I thought it wouldn't have as much grip. Because we only have like street tires on it. But it's doing alright. even going uphill, it has good enough power and grip. Okay, I should really be a second for these corners. They're a bit tight for me to keep it in third. For the longer corners, it's struggling. It's struggling when I change it from second to third. It definitely has to be revved out a lot in second, especially for uphill. Okay, that front end needs to pull in a little bit more, or I need more angle. I think I just need more angle. It's doing alright, actually. It's kind of annoying that this is in nighttime, so you guys are watching this pretty much pitch black. I think once I get to the top of the hill, I'm just going to wait until it goes back into daytime, and I will go downhill, just so you guys can see a little bit more. But right now, just a quick test, just with the upgrades. Not much tuning done to it, literally just a diff. And that's pretty much it. Power, grip, it's all usable. Okay, the more angle it has, the much... Oh my god, it's so much better. It is actually so much better to drive. Okay, downhill, especially with the help of gravity and all that, it's definitely going to help me out a lot. Okay, cool. I'm gonna mess with a little bit of a tune, and I'll wait for it to go back into daytime, and I'll take it downhill again. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'd be a very good, like, videographer for for Forza clips. Look how steady I am following this thing. That is jokes. Anyway, it's finally gone into daytime. I'm so bored, I'm just waiting for it to go into daytime. It's finally happening. Let's take this downhill. Let's finally take this thing downhill. I've lengthened my second gear slightly, so it's just a tiny bit longer. More power going to the rear wheels as well. So let's see how this thing is going to be like. So third gear now is a bit too long. Tiny bit of camber, tiny bit of toe as well. Change the caster slightly. I'm going a bit too wide here. But it definitely feels like a more manageable drift car now. I feel like the back end wants to be out all the time, which is good, because that's what you want. I am throwing it a little bit too hard. I'm trying to send it as hard as possible because I know this thing is not really great when it comes to putting the power down. Like, second gear is good and all, but if I'm trying to send it in third, it doesn't like it too much. Even after I mess with the gear ratios. I mean, spending 44 grand on this thing, which is a low amount of money if you think about it. I mean, if I wanted to, like, properly do this, I'd probably engine swap it. And it could turn out to be a very good drift car. But I do know that once it's engine swapped, it is an absolute monster. It's so fast. I have another one with the 918 engine in it. And I built that thing to be fast in a straight line. And oh my god, this thing, it's so fast. Like, it's not even like just, you know, it's kind of quick. It's fast. I think it has about 1,440 horsepower, if I remember correctly. Also, this thing is a drift car, not gonna lie. It's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. A nice budget drift build on the 959. I'll take it. For only 44 grand, I'll take it. But yeah, anyway, back to the 918 engine in this thing. It's monstrous. You put that thing on drag tires and it shoots off the line and it's so quick. I'm gonna say that with the 918 engine is one of the fastest cars in the game. Like, one of the fastest accelerating cars in the game. I think it'd be close to the Shelby Cobra. I'm gonna say that. It's really fast. Obviously, the Shelby Cobra is the fastest accelerating car in the game. Then I'm pretty sure the McLaren is also one of them. The McLaren F1 GT. But I honestly want to know if this thing is close to that, because it feels very, very quick. Well, anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video. The 959 as a budget drift build, pretty much, in our wheel spin drift video. I'm kind of happy that we got this thing. Like I said, the Caddy Limo was another one of them, but like, I mean, we've already done a video on that. Well, I've already done a video on that. And people really enjoyed it, so if you want to check that out. I'm pretty sure the video is called Drifting the Longest Car in the Game, if I remember correctly, so it's somewhere on the channel if you want to search that up. But yeah, 959 as a pretty much budget drift build. Actually a very, very good car. Not gonna lie. If I was able to change tires on this thing to something better and have a little bit more power, this thing would probably be very, very, very good to slide around with. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.